Hi, welcome to Daily Inspiration with Jabin Williams. Friends, I am starting a new series today that I know is going to help you to reshape your life and you have a rethink about the kind of life you're living. This message is titled Recovering from Your Mistakes. Recovering from your mistakes. The Lord has not created a perfect being anywhere. Everyone created by God is meant to make mistakes, but you can recover from the mistakes you made that is causing you so much things in life. Have you ever found yourself saying, "Oh, I will never do that again," only to find yourself doing the exact same thing just a short time later? If so, you are not alone. It's likely all of us have repeated some of our mistakes at one time or another. But making the same mistakes over and over can be costly in more ways than one. Perhaps, maybe your team has lost faith in you. The people around you, they've lost confidence in you because your behavior doesn't match your words. What you're saying is quite different from what you do. It could be a mistake, or maybe your error have cost you or someone else a lot of money. You can make mistake and it probably costs you, even people around you, a whole lot of chances or opportunity, even money. The good news is this: you can step out from the mistakes and learn from it, and as a result of that, you recover from the mistakes. Friends, I'd like you to understand the fact that this is a human world. You will find that mistakes are just part of our daily life, our daily activity. Man is full of mistakes every time. Each day we wake up in the morning, we tend to do some certain things, hoping that it will end in good results or end with good results. And unfortunately, we make mistakes. Mistakes happen on the job we do. Mistakes happen in our choices of friends we make, or even on our financial decisions. Those some mistakes can be actually devastating. The majority of our mistakes can be turned to sometimes good or bad. So in other words, yesterday's failure can become today's success. The tragedy of yesterday can become today's triumph. You can change the direction of your life. You can step out of failure and into a victorious and successful life. Listen, even God, the creator of the universe, our Almighty God, has anticipated our problems area and laid out a plan for turning our mistakes into a miracle. So God himself knew that we are going to make a whole lot of errors. That was why the Lord himself has given us a blank check to correct our mistakes and bounce back, to recover from the mistakes we have made. Today I'm going to unveil to us some suggestions that I'm going to share with you that will likely help you to recover from your mistakes. So I'm going to be dealing with some steps you need to take for you to recover from your past mistakes. The truth about life is that everybody makes mistakes, but you need to come out of the mistakes. You need to recover from your mistakes, because if you don't recover from the mistake, your life is at stake. Number one way to recover from your mistake is accept your humanity. God created you as human, not a perfect being. Human being, we are meant to make mistakes. Every day of our life, mistakes occur in our daily activities. You are not Almighty God, so you can never be perfect. Neither do you have angel wings to fly around that we are going to be perfect. It's not possible. You will make mistakes, but don't dwell on the mistakes. See how you can correct it, and by accepting your humanity, you can adjust and correct the mistake and recover from the mistakes. So I said, number one way to recover from your mistake is to accept your humanity. You are not Almighty God. Neither do you have angel wings to fly around. The possibility of your making mistakes are 100% because you are human. You will make mistakes. Mistake is part of our life. But why a lot of people actually fall into the same mistakes every time, they are not ready to recover from it because they are not willing to accept their humanity, accept that you are human. The nature of your mistakes and what you do about it determines the success you're going to get. I'll take that again. I said the nature of your mistakes and what you do about that mistakes determines your success. So once you make mistakes, what you need to do is to find out what actually led into that mistakes and quickly do the necessary adjustment. Accept your humanity because you are not God. God himself anticipated your mistakes. He has anticipated our weaknesses. So he knew that we are going to make mistakes. Accept that you are not God. You are human. So once you make mistakes, you quickly go back to it and do the necessary correction. Don't be too proud to yourself, not to evil people around you, but to yourself. Admit that you are human. Man is meant to make mistake. Number two way to recover from your mistake is admit your mistakes. There's a difference between accepting your humanity and accepting your mistakes. Accept your mistake. Don't be too proud and say you cannot make mistake. Every man make mistake. In your decision, like I said earlier, in our choice of friends, in our financial decision, we make a whole lot of mistakes. Recognize it and confess it to yourself. Don't justify what you've done. A lot of people in the world, a lot of leaders make wrong decisions. They made mistakes and it has cost them a whole lot of things and they are not ready to admit their mistake. Don't lie to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Even the Holy Book says that he that covereth sin shall not prosper, but whosoever confess and forsake them shall have mercy. So in other words, confess your mistakes to yourself. Say to yourself, Williams, I have made mistake. Oh, this is my mistake. This is where I've gotten it wrong. Confess the mistakes to God. It's not a must that you must confess your mistake to somebody, but you can tell it to God. So confess your mistake. Admit that you actually made the mistake. Confess the mistake to others who were damaged by your mistakes. If possible, if there is need for you to tell those you have made the mistake and it's affecting them, you can tell them. But it's not a must. There are exceptions anyway. When your confession would do more destroy or damage to the person you are about to confide in, you don't have to tell the person. What you need to do is just to make sure you amend your ways. Admit your mistakes. You are not God. Only God is a perfect being. There is no perfect being anywhere. Every man created by God, at a point in time, you will make mistakes. Why you will not go far in life? Why you keep on patching things to yourself? But because you are not sincere to yourself. You are not ready to admit the mistake. Friends, yesterday's failure can become catalyst for tomorrow's success. So admit where you have made mistakes. Number one way to recover from your mistake rather, is what I call accept your humanity. You are not God. You are not an angel. You can never be perfect. Number two is admit your mistake. Admit where you have gone wrong. See it by yourself. You will realize that you actually made the mistake, except you want to deceive yourself. Friends, I will continue from here tomorrow. I remain your friend, Jabin Williams. Be sincere to yourself for you to actually achieve the success that the Lord has prepared for you. Thank you for listening. I remain your friend once again, Jabin Williams from Genesis Global. Thank you and God bless you.